All right, dude, Dad's Friday. We're out here at Woodland Beach again. Gary launched the boat. Me and Tom trying to fight off the gnats. Boat's getting ready to go into the water. Fuck around. We're gonna fuck around and find out. Crab recon mission, right?
Where's she starting at?
Crab recon mission.
Famous.
I don't know. Yeah, he don't know yet. Whatever.
You got people over there.
Anyway, gonna get this thing launched. Get out there, see if we can't catch a crab or two.
And we're out. Jerry and I, we're filming. We're doing the podcast.
Today might be more like a show.
Gives a shit. Fuck this whole thing. Today on Tom and Jerry Outdoors, we're barely gonna crab and we're gonna barely fish. We're really just gonna do a lot of talking. We're gonna hopefully get some Lumbo, Jumbo, Colossal Claw crabs and talk about summer break. Look at this shit. It's so beautiful out here. We're here at Woodland Beach, Delaware. One of the most sought after spots for crabbing and fishing in the world. That's a well-known secret we just lit out. Hey, let me start with something real quick. You see this shirt?
Yeah.
Obviously, my name's not Bo, but now you said Smyrna Sporting Goods is sold.
Yeah.
I never really told much people because it's hard to get the big size. But I always shop there for their used clothing.
They had the big sizes. That's for sure.
Did you ever go there to shop for like the used clothing?
No.
Yeah, sometimes you walk in there, it's got really good stuff, and it's just nicely used. It's already like this one. Like
You got Bo's shirt.
Yeah, I don't even know who the hell. What's
Punch
this?
Island Hunt Club.
Punch Island Hunt Club.
Never heard of it.
Shout out, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, Brett and I had to walk my boat all the way out here one day.
Yeah, it's fun.
That was a horrible day.
Yeah.
I've also walked underneath the Woodland Beach Bridge on a time we almost died when it was a full moon, west wind, and the hunting was so good we stayed too long, risked the biscuit and lost because the water pump went out on the motor. It was like whoa, boom. I'm like, here we go, brother. Like this is about to be real. It was freezing over the boat.
Yeah.
The water was freezing over the boat when we went out.
Yeah.
So
Good old days.
and we had ran out of brandy, so
It's like the best times though.
it was not fun.
That is the most memorable trips. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't try to do it again.
No, but the trips you go out and nothing happens and it's just business as usual, and it might be a great day, right? You might go out there and kill a couple birds, everything's uneventful. But you remember that boat, motor quit working, freezing, had to walk under the bridge, like that's the big memory.
Yeah.
And when the shit goes sideways, you know what I mean?
It went very sideways. We had to take the shotguns and the boat and like use them to paddle to at least get to a spot to walk.
Yeah.
But I could not feel my arms. It wasn't like my hands are freezing. Like at a certain point, I couldn't feel my arms anymore.
Yeah. It's fun.
We couldn't get any help because they couldn't get out to us because there's just no water.
Yeah, no water.
So I would say we were out there for 4 hours. I was late to my birthday party.
Your own birthday party.
Everybody's texting me like, yo, where you at? I'm like, yo, I am stuck at Woodland Beach right now. Like, I'm in the reeds, getting low. I had a lady with me, and it was very, very free. I mean, another couple hours, and we're like, maybe a Coast Guard call, because this is really bad.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
Yeah.
you're talking, it was December 9th.
Oof. Yeah. Be ignorant.
It was bad. At least there's not a ton of horse flies on the way out here. Okay. First off, do you think I could feel, not that I feel it, but like as being out from the beach, living at the beach, people get very territorial. Now, do you think these guys crabbing right now, I understand they're working, but like, do you think they hate anybody else coming out here right now?
I've run into both. I've run into ones that grumpy bastards that don't want to talk to you at the ramp or all that shit. I've had my pots stolen by commercial guys.
Oh, really?
Either that or they just cut the lines, you know what I mean? But I've also talked to some guys, especially the younger ones, that are cool, that'll give you info. I've had guys give me a bunch of bait at the ramp because they weren't using it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you run it just like anything. You run into both.
It's 50-50 out here.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Now, here in this crab market, it's wild that these guys are out here and they're going to go sell these crabs per bushel for nothing.
Yeah.
And like, let's say you got July 4th coming up.
Oh, 300 plus a bushel.
300,
minimum.
400 plus a bushel, and these guys might sell those for what, 65, 75 dollars a bushel?
Probably more than that.
100
Probably
bucks?
100, yeah, 100.
Maybe 100 bucks.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. From when I was talking to crabbers, we had to get a crabber on. It sounded like it was very bad. They were paying. Now I won't name anybody, but the one crabber I was having some beers with about 2 months ago was saying that during COVID too, they were getting paid less while the guys were selling for more.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, why don't you guys just operate like the mafia? There's not a lot of you.
Yeah.
You know, price fixing is illegal, people, okay? And you know that from the real estate continuing education. But why don't they just say, like, look, guys, like, I don't know why don't they do, I'm not saying they got a price fix, but at least, like, you know, how people boycott and they do a holdout. Why don't they do a holdout?
Yeah.
I'm not helping at all, by the way, being a bad second mate. That's okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
So
Keep
why
going.
don't they do a holdout and be like, well, fuck, you guys want to pay us $65 a bushel while you're about to turn around and sell for 300? He was saying, dude, some of us get together and we talk about that because, you know, you're getting bullied in a market where everyone knows they're about to get sold for a crazy amount. And they're nothing special. Have you ever seen a colossal crab? No, but if you go up to Port Penn, they got them on the menu. Yeah. I've never seen nothing past a #1. And in early season, I don't even see a good #1 because it's not even filled out. I'll take a nice measly 2. That's actually plump. So I don't know how long you'll hold it like that, but I'll at least get on you a little bit. So am I recording? Yeah, it's beeping. So he was saying that they would love to do a holdout, like when the guys are getting fucked, and you got guys who are, you know, distributors and wholesalers selling the crabs, making all this money, paying these guys less, and they're the ones out going and getting it, while gas is going up, labor's getting harder to find.
Yep.
He said the problem is, I said, let me guess, crackheads? He said yes. He said because at the end of the day, there's some crackheads out here who are willing to just sell them for whatever. Yeah. And to get their fix, because unfortunately the crab business has a lot. It's like the roofing
just
business.
Like
it's got you know, like roofing, concrete. They got cowboys.
Dude, even the fucking restaurant business. You know
restaurant business got cowboys. So he said it's hard to do a holdout when you know, you have young guys that just are looking for they don't care. They'll sell out really quickly.
Yeah, that's rough,
I feel it's a shame. Like I said, and I also said, how come you don't have by now, at least, why do you still need, and I don't want, like I said, we all know who sells them, distributes locally, you know, I don't want to name anybody because I don't even know if my information's right or whatever have you, but I was like, why don't you guys have an online, just start an online store, sell more direct to the consumer? Dude, like, why do you need that?
I think you're going to start seeing more of this with these younger guys coming up, and they're more technology savvy. They think a little bigger, you know what I mean? They think a little bit different, I think, and I think that's something you could end up seeing. But of course I don't know the rules of commercial crabbing, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fucking, you know, if you hold a license, are you even allowed to sell? I have no idea. I would think so. I mean, I would think that you're still allowed. The guy I talked to was saying that that's how he's pretty much operating these days, is he's got most of his crabs already sold when he hits the dock. Nice. So he already has like a pre-orders, like he's going out as far, like he's more like what like sushi, like good sushi dealers are. Like, I got my guy on the boat, he's already sending me pictures of the catch. I already know what I'm getting for that day. Yep. So he's saying that's kind of how he's operating now. You know, already has it sold before he gets to the boat. But it is a crazy industry, that open face markup right in front of the crabber, because you know, there's no concealing that. There's, you know, and it's not. And also that's why we also know that, you know, now we're fortunate enough that we don't buy crabs.
We don't buy crabs.
I'm just going to sit there at the ramp and I'm going to wait for old boy to pull up, and I'm going to say, hey, how much for a bushel of #1s?
How much do you normally sell for? I'll give you a couple bucks more. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, they'll do that all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, you know, maybe you could take some orders, you know, through the week. I don't know.
It seems like a hard business to get through for a year. I mean, it's so up and down, and like,
I'll tell you, I would not want to be a commercial crabber.
And why? And also, like, why don't they sell? Do they sell their crabs for more when it's slow? Like, hey, look, At the end of the day, if you're going to sell these bitches at July 4th and it's been slow out here, well, you're going to have to pay me $200 a bushel now. Like, I'm not losing money just because it's slow. Like, you're going to have to pay. Like, I don't think the supply and demand it works out in the crabber's favor here. It seems like they always just get a normal, no matter what's happening. Oh, it's just slow. Well, we got to raise the price, brother.
Dude, restaurants, man. I mean, remember the last couple of years how much crab cakes cost at a restaurant?
I remember what they cost now. They're like, I'm seeing them like for like $35, and you already know.
Yeah.
We're in crab cake place. You go out to Eastern Maryland, crab plate. You know, we have them all.
Oh yeah.
And you still know it's already a risk to order them because you're going to probably get two fucking shitty little like tourist trap style. You know what I mean?
See, we know where to go.
We know where to go.
What's your favorite crab cake?
I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite place to get a crab cake?
I do have a couple spots.
Woody's?
Now it's Woody's. Everyone knows that one.
Yeah, Woody's.
I don't think everyone knows. Anybody that goes to Dewey knows that one.
Yeah, Woody's is the best crab cake, I think.
I like there's. Whoa, bro! That was about to be my number 2 right there. You know about Kelly's? I don't even know. Look at you, Jerry.
Dude,
you white trash piece of shit.
I'm telling you, man. Go in there and get a crab cake and a Budweiser.
My grandfather used to take us there all the time.
Yeah.
And I just actually went. I took Candace there on the date night.
No shit.
We went to because we went to Cantwell's.
Oh, nice.
I was like, Candace, let's go old school. I was like, I gotta take you to a little white trash. Let's go a little dive bar. I said, we're not gonna eat, but I'll tell you, like, I'll show you a place later on that's kind of funny because you can go there and get a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kelly's, and then I also like there's some the Grain by the Cape May Ferry does a wet style.
Oh, nice.
That is actually is a good hitter. Yeah.
Never had that.
It's not broiled. They have more of a dressing in it.
No shit.
It's more of a wet style. You know, it's not your traditional, but it worked really well.
It's interesting.
And I was like, man, I kind of like this one. Yeah, so those are definitely like my top 3. You know, most of the time it's a very much a risk. Dude, it's very risky to get one.
Speaking of Cantwell's has good crab cakes.
Do they?
I think they're good. I get them frequently enough. I'm not crazy about their food, about the Boondocks. Boondocks food is you know what I mean? You go there more because it's the Boondocks. So you like to go there and have a drink.
What would you even go like?
Dude, so we were there last weekend. Leslie and Cherie's birthday. It's where they wanted to go for dinner. They wanted to have crabs, and I got the crab. I wanted soft shell crabs. Soft shell crabs are my shit. They didn't have any. So
too watery.
I got the crab cake sandwich. The crab cake platter. They weren't bad. They were good crab cakes.
Soft shell crabs, just because a lot of times you get them, it absorbs so much of the grease, or when it's deep fried, you gotta. All of them are good.
You know what I mean? If they're lightly breaded, and
they just gotta be dry, man. And like sometimes you get them and the shell is so sogged up, and you're like you just bite into it, and like all the oil comes out. You're like, nah.
But I do love me a crab.
I also don't see the point of fucking eating this soft shell crab. Like, just give me the crab. I don't know.
Give it to me on some white bread, the legs hanging out, the sides, some cocktail sauce. Oh, come on.
Now I do. As far as I don't ever go to Boondocks. If anything,
I enjoy swamp water a couple times a summer. You know?
The problem I have with going to Boondocks is I'm like, you ain't doing it. It's so big.
Yeah.
They could have where it's located. It could be a venue. It could be like if they actually took time. That back room. You could have a whole stage. It could be a legit venue.
Yeah. So there's a place up north. Is it Crab 73?
No, Crab 73 is just the wholesaler.
Or the crab guys up in. It's they're in
crab,
Pen.
the crab guys. They have one in Middletown.
They bought
not even Middletown. It's right in Port Penn.
They bought the old VFW there. That's across from the firehouse.
Yeah.
And they have bands there and shit on the weekends.
Yeah.
It's a nice
restaurant. They got the sand, the volleyball net set up and all that shit.
I've never been there, but I need to go because I've heard great things about it.
I've heard great things. The fuck is this guy?
We're gonna come up on this first pod. Now everybody knows this is a recon mission. This is
a test run for us doing shit outdoors.
Yeah, because I know this episode is gonna come up to next week. We just got through Memorial Weekend, so yeah, this is like the first official week of summer. Unofficial, I should say.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, Memorial Day week happened.
Now's the season.
You ain't got no poles. Next time you get a pole in his mom.
Crabbing, all that good stuff. So this is a recon mission. So we don't know. We might catch a couple. We might catch nothing. Who knows?
So,
but we're gonna come up and pull this string here in a second. We'll shut that off, and I'll take it when you start.
Yeah.
Pulling them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
House of cats.
We're gonna see Tom pull these traps up.
Let me strap up.
Let's see what we got here. Hopefully catch a couple. I'd like to have a couple for your dinner tonight.
It's crazy because I'm going somewhere for crabs, so
Yeah,
I'll
well,
probably donate these to the cause.
dude, yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, let's see what we got in here. See what we got in here. Little one? Nothing? All right, just drop her straight down. There we go. 0 on the first one.
The old noodles.
Yeah, pool noodles make great crab pot buoys.
Clorox,
crab trap buoys. Clorox jugs, milk jugs painted.
Tide jugs. Any jugs, you know.
We're definitely
Your wife's jugs, anything you get out there.
Love mom jugs.
That's a twice motorboat you can do, you know. We're gonna get this fucking trap, let's go. You got a line I can throw, I gotta fucking catch this thing.
Get her.
Pull her in, quick.
Come on. 0.
I got a feeling it's gonna be a lot of zeros.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
This fucking days. Fuck, sign it in. Call headquarters, tell them shit out here. I don't know why the crabbers are still out here, they ain't getting shit. What time they normally get out here? 4?
It just depends on the tide.
How high they were?
Yeah, it depends on the depends on the tide. Depends on how the hangover was, how many natural lights they had. All right, well, here we go. See what we got now. There we go.
Oh.
Now we got one in there.
Hey, we go. We got a one grab in here.
That's a keeper.
Yeah, that's a keep. You got a Coke can or something?
There's the measure, the ruler there to your left, the blue thing. Just shake it out, put it in the box. We'll measure them when we're done.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
This guy act like he never been crabbing before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll throw that thing back in there. There we go.
And a little tug, which was good.
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're cooking. All right, so the skunk's off. We wouldn't starve. There we go. Here's the next pot.
Jimmy Houston, let me kiss it. Quit fucking around, Tom. This shit's serious. Fucking binoculars on the commercial crabbers laughing at us.
Deadliest catch.
Oh,
little
man.
babe. What was that? Sea robin or something? Catfish?
What do you call that one?
Fucking oyster cracker.
Yeah, oyster
God
cracker.
damn it, man. Put your finger in there. Put your pee-pee in that thing. Ugh. It fit.
It fit.
That ugly mother-in-law looking thing.
Speaking of mother-in-laws, I mean, how's your relationship with yours? Good?
Oh, it's fucking amazing. I could not ask for a better set of in-laws, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's no exaggeration.
Yeah, ours are always great, man. Well, actually, our Candace's dad, his new wife, Kay, she actually watches Ellie, and she watches Danny's Maddie. Everybody's good though, man. I'm probably the awkward one, really.
Dude, I hear so many horror stories about.
Oh, dude, I've seen some bad, like, you know, the common one I see is overbearing and controlling in-laws. That's what I see, like,
Dude,
when they come in, it's like you got no control. I see that with some people.
we don't have that. And man, I'm so thankful.
If you want, you could, if it makes it easier, I could just hit both sides. You ain't gotta like bob and weave in this thing.
Yeah, I know.
I am an athlete, people.
I know on the way back we're going to go the opposite direction, so we can play the tide a little bit.
Okay.
All right, go this side.
You fucking, yeah, that's what I want to do there.
Come on. Come on. Nothing. All right, okay. Might just take them a minute to find it. Just missed that.
You know what I'd like to know? What? Yeah, you've been crazy with the motor, dude. You're just trying to get up in it.
Nah, man, I know what I'm doing.
Do you want me to pick it all the way up and throw it a little more, or what?
Swing her out there, maybe.
I just thought you have more control of the boat, so it's, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
with
it's
the
tough when you-
70 Grizzly. You know,
Tough when you're going fucking
1 mile an hour against wind and
I know
tide.
there's gonna be all these Woodland Beach excuses, you know what I mean? But it's fine, you know. Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, she heavy. Boy.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, we got a
Probably big old horseshoe crab or
turtle.
something.
Oh, big old turtle on this one.
Fucking horseshoe crabs. That's the dinosaurs of Woodland Beach there. Look at that fucking dumb thing.
Oh man.
Eating in there, eating all our bait.
Now I will give you a little lesson on these if you want, real quick.
Yeah.
I learned as a lifeguard on the beach.
Talk to me.
So, just they trying to mate a little bit. Try to keep them happy. So when you find these on the beach, you do not want to pick them up by the tail and toss them, because if you do, they actually could injure the tail and then they cannot flip themselves over.
Ah.
So when you're on the beach and if you see them on the beach, you want to actually pick them up, toss them back in, because they'll sit there and dry out and get eaten up.
Right.
So you grab them by the top of the shell and then toss them back. And you can toss them super far and hard, it'd be all right. But yeah, you can't grab them by the tail, because it'll actually damage the tail, and then they can't flip themselves over.
Look at fucking Tom with the biology lesson.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Captain Fritzman was always good for, you know, it wasn't all lifeguard, like you have to learn the beach.
Yeah.
Because part of the beach is the conservation of it. So you have to learn how to do, because sometimes you come out, I remember for 2 weeks straight, you see 110 days on the beach, you see a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So you'd have for 2 weeks, we had thresher sharks washed up dead.
Oh man.
Probably like, 5 to 6 every morning.
Jesus
it was a wild
Christ.
thing. So you get them right out there to test them. You get your sea turtles that wash up dead, which crazy with a sea turtle, man, because you have to go get the 4-wheelers. You have to go call the police so they can bring their SUV out there.
Jesus.
It takes so much to move them around. They're so heavy. You want to talk about dead weight? I mean, that's
no doubt. No doubt.
Oh, sorry, there.
No, you're good. You're good.
Is that all?
Nah, one more.
Okay. And so then you that's why I always say you got to feed the land. You learn that lifeguard, like when something comes up dead, like you don't take it somewhere. You don't throw it in the trash. You learn how to bury things in the sand properly. And the bigger they are, the deeper they have to go, so the foxes don't come out and just dig it all up at night. Like on Middlesex Beach, we buried a whole whale.
Chew.
That's where they go, and then all the microbes in the sand will eat everything.
Then you end up with a big hole in the sand in a year or so.
I don't think so.
Big sinkhole.
Nah, I would think with sand, it just kind of. Oh, you know what though? So recently, I've been watching Baywatch, and not for the babes, because I like the lifeguarding part of it. But I will tell you, that is a raunchy ass show. I didn't realize that. I thought it was like, some junks bouncing up down while they run.
Not so much.
Bro, they got like softcore porn on that thing. I'm like, damn, like at the end of the show, you got like, they're like filming the girls in like all kind of different outfits, and they have like light sex scenes. But one scene was
why we watched it.
One guy got there. It was there's one episode where a guy gets buried up to his shoulders, and then starts sinking in the sand, and that is a real thing. So when we used to have to watch kids that would, because people come with shovels and dig really big holes.
Yeah.
And then you'd see like a 4-year-old in a hole that's 6 foot deep, and come down like, dude, you got to get him out right now, because it's only 1 second. And
that tide comes in.
It's not the tide. It's the weight. It's just sand. So it will, at some point, it'll just break.
Oh man.
And it'll all collapse in the hole.
That's fucking terrifying.
It's a real thing, man. And the thing is, you can't excavate. Excavate? I sound like making out. You can't excavate. You can't get rid of the sand fast enough to get someone out. I mean, you can't toss a shovel in there and just be like, just hit someone in the head. So all the time, it's a real thing with building big sinkholes. You have to go down there, sometimes piss off parents like, look, man, you got to chill on this big ass hole you're building. I know it's fun, everybody's enjoying it. You spent your whole week to get down here, but like, you're going too deep here. And what like, this shit collapses.
Yeah, so much fucked.
See ya.
Is that boat moving up there?
No, I think that's just our position.
Just our angle?
Yeah.
So we come out here.
Maybe. I would say it looks from here that it is kind of, well, it wouldn't move.
So we come out here, I don't know if you can see it way back there, beyond them giant musculars. There's a boat, and I don't know, somebody forgot to plug. Christ, it might have been washed up from Jersey somewhere.
So essentially, we got a free boat.
There's a boat out there that's sunk up to its roof. You can see the radar on top of it.
But I don't know. I wonder when that happened, if somebody's going to come salvage it. You're supposed to call the Coast Guard or something with that, right? Somebody to come salvage something like that? Because they can't just sit there. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think how I was raised.
What is the protocol?
Yeah.
So
You're
there's
sit
one
there long enough. It's like 5-second rule. It sits there for 5 days and then it's like free.
So there was, over the past year, there was a boat floating around Duck Creek, Smyrna River area, bouncing around, and it would break itself loose and then it'd get up against somebody's, shore. And not long ago, it was hung up on the bridge. The first bridge going down Woodland Beach Road.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder what happened to it. I wonder if somebody yanked it or if it's just fucking gone.
We could be one of those idiots that posted on Smyrna Clayton page like, what's up with this boat, man?
That's where it was. Somebody did put it out there.
Hey, speaking of fun shit and boats, so what's the summer plans? What do you got planned for the summer?
Summertime.
Want me to hold this here? I'll hold it. Beautiful.
Man, we got a couple vacations.
Okay, well tell me about the first one.
Well, I wouldn't call it a vacation, but we're going to Dewey tonight.
A staycation.
Just me and Mommy, though.
Tonight.
Yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving as soon as she gets out of school. Dropping the kids off at Mom and Pop-Ups.
Okay.
We're heading down there. We might have a nice dinner at Stingrays or something.
You going to Stingrays?
Maybe. We haven't decided yet.
You getting the firecracker shrimp?
Duh.
I mean,
but
are you even starting a meal if you don't get those?
Dude, they got some good food there. But anyway.
They do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice adult weekend.
They got the posh water. Here's your water.
Oh yeah.
It's already in the glass.
That's right.
Thanks for pouring the tap water into a cold glass. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, but we'll probably take it easy tonight. Tomorrow we got a graduation party at the Rudder, so we just decided to make a whole weekend out of it. We might get weird tomorrow night.
A graduation party at the Rudder.
At the Rudder during the day. Yeah. Yep. College graduation, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a good time. So we'll probably go to jam session tomorrow night.
Okay.
Jam session up. Probably have Red Bull vodka, listen to Mr. Brightside.
I haven't been to a jam session forever. I'm not like...
I mean, is tomorrow a good day for you?
No.
No?
I just, I've done the Rumble Pit so many times. I think, as I've told Candace, I'm not out there, getting poos and, chasing women and...
Come on.
What am I doing there?
Yeah.
I don't have the big... Unless, those things are fun for me if I'm in a big crew and everybody's getting down.
Yeah.
But if it's like me... I'm just like, I don't know.
I can have
because I already like music. I can listen to in my car.
But the good thing about down there is you always run into people you know.
I can do that anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my new spot. Here's my new spot. I'm going back old school and I'm going to Gary's.
Oh yeah.
Gary's moving to a new spot.
Yeah.
I tried Starboard. I always like Starboard, but I even talked to a couple of bartenders I know that we lifeguard together. I'm like, hey, am I gonna see anybody I know? They're like, man, maybe not till late. I'm like, I'm not staying here all night just to wait for people.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get stuck trying to walk around in a sardine can. So I go to Gary's. I'm like, Gary's is a little more chill. Yeah. It's more my vibe now. It's still super local. Yeah. Because I'm always interested in meeting somebody that's interesting. Yeah. That's my goal. I think 100%. A lot of times when I go out, I'm trying to meet somebody that's like, oh shit, you do that? It's crazy. I got this. I'm always looking for the business, the networking connection.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that. I think we've talked about this before. That's why I insist on doing the Starboard Golf Tournament.
Yeah. Because
it puts you in the position with the right people. You know what I mean? Business owners, that sort of thing. And look, people that pay $1,300 to golf, for a foursome, they're probably the people you want to be around.
Yeah.
Probably the people you want to talk to.
You want to surround yourself with people, doing well. It helps you do well. But yeah, that's gonna be my new spot. I haven't done well. What's your I know we're bouncing around, but what's your second vacation?
July 19th, we're heading down to South Carolina just to visit some friends, chill, relax.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Are you gonna scout out some of the pig hunting for me?
I will go on a pig hunt while I'm down there. Yeah, maybe.
See how he tried to hide that? He tried to let me know he was just gonna have a family vacation and he hit a pig hunt.
One morning or one evening, whatever works best. But Mommy's okay with it. She likes sausage, so.
And pig.
I see what I did there.
So we'll do some recon so that we can figure out. You should tell Pam to figure out what her and Candace could do down there too together. Some stuff that they like. That way we'll do a family trip down there.
She's been looking for sure stuff to do. There's lakes. In the summertime. Yeah. The springtime, whatever. Go down there and hang out and do a boat day, just like this.
So
boat days.
Also, so any other big trips you get? Any other places?
No, nothing big, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know, July is already pretty busy. We might do a night down the beach or something, or a couple nights on the beach with the family.
You guys could come and stay with us one time too. You know, if you want to come down and do a.
I might have to take you up on that for sure.
Yeah, we could take the pontoon boat out and do a whole thing. Go out to one of the low areas and just chill all day.
We love that, and that's the thing. We'll do little day trips. You know, take the boat down there. You know, booze cruise down the Lewis Canal. Might take a ride, make the long run with the kids to Paradise Grill.
Yeah.
You know, do that like on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
When there's nobody down there, you can actually get a slip.
Yeah.
You know, when you pull up there. So just little shit like that.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
We have some coming up soon, so we're going to do. I know one is we just looked up Fort something, a water park down just in Maryland.
Okay.
Fort.
I don't know. I ain't got nothing.
It's like a wagon wheel kind of town, like a mining kind of theme. But they have big water parks. It's down in Maryland. So we're gonna do a day trip down there. Because Macon loves water parks. He's into them. He's doing all the slides. He's fearless now. We have that. We want to do the zoo over at Cape May. Take the ferry over and do the zoo.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I've never done it.
Yeah.
I've never even been to Cape May.
I'd have to look at my phone because we actually put a whole calendar. I think we're all the way through July as far as fucking like stuff to do every weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of it's going to be going down to the beach and just doing the boat days.
Yeah.
And staying
local.
local.
Place down there though. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Why wouldn't you do that? It's the best. We even had our neighbor come up and yell at us the other night. She was unrealistic of her expectations of living in a condo. You know,
and below a family.
Oh,
children.
dude, I feel for her the first time when she's like, your kids run around. I'm like, I get it. So we nipped it in the butt. You know, we yell at making not to run and stuff, but there's only so much you can do. Yeah. He fell out of bed at 7 a.m. She come up 7:20 yelling at us. I'm like, I was like, this is the last straw. I handled it okay for about 2 minutes, and then from there, you know what I mean, Daddy had to get pulled inside. Candace had to do all the rest of the talking.
When you get into those situations, it can go one way or the other. It doesn't, you know what I mean? But both parties got to be. She
wasn't a good listener. Like, I'm trying to say, like, she's like, you just need to be more careful. I'm like, do you have kids? She's like, no. I'm like, I can only do so much. I'm not like, I said, we understand. And I'm like, we can only do so much. And we feel bad because now we're just conscious. Now I feel like I'm just yelling at Macon so he's not pissing her off.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, but after
now
that,
you're ruining your kids' time.
But I'm like, you know what, man? I've had enough crazy neighbors. That's all on her, dude. At this point, that's on you. If you're crazy like that and you can't stand, you can also get out of the house. You live at the beach in a condo and she's in there all day.
Go do something.
Go do something. Get out of the house. And we're barely ever there. So I'm like, let's get out of here. You know what I mean? Anyway, so a lot of we'll do the what's that?
Pull the string again.
All right. Here you go, sir. So yeah, we got a couple things lined up like that. I definitely I just want to get some outdoors in, man. That's like one of the big goals. Get some outdoors in with the kids, man.
Damn it, man.
You know what happened? All these commercial crabbers came in here and took all our freaking crabs. So we got to plan a couple more. Our theme is, you know, we're lucky here in Delaware. We have the beaches. We have good outdoors down there. So there's plenty to do during the summer, you know. And then the fall time, that's when we'll take our trips to somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
That's where we do the planning.
I mean, if I had a beach house, I'd do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Because I'm set up well. Like, I'm set up for plug and play. Like, the pontoon is at the Indian River Marina. It's right there. It's like, you know what I mean? Just turn it on and go. I don't have to take a boat down. Yeah. So, what do we got here? Got fish. Fuck. So we're set up like that, and here's what we are doing too. I have 3 cars because I have a car problem. 3 beater cars that I want to get to selling, and I'm going to take that money and save up. So hopefully by the beginning of fall, I'm going to buy a mini, one of those micro RVs, the bunkhouse style.
Dude,
I don't need much. I don't need a huge living room and all this crazy stuff. Because what's the point of going out in adventures if I'm going to be in the house just trying to chill in some living room of an RV? So these are perfect. Like, you got bed, a good kitchen, a little tiny living room, and then the bunks, the 2 bunks are like halved into the wall of the bathroom.
So what is it? 4 beds?
It's technically 4 beds because the dining area, you know, would lay out flat.
Okay.
And you can put the cushions on there and sleep on that.
Yeah.
But I just also, as a guy who tows a lot of equipment,
Yeah.
works in big trucks and all that stuff, like, I don't want to haul a big ass trailer, you know, 12 hours down the road. I don't need it. What the hell do I need it for? And I just want to be forced into doing stuff outside.
Yeah.
So brand new, you're looking at like 15,000 to 20,000. I want to go low end, but used, if we get like a 17, 15,
Yeah. And they're
maybe
still nice.
7,500, 10 grand for a nice still setup one.
And I'll tell you what, I know you know this, you could rent them fuckers out, you know? You ain't using it for a month.
I don't want nobody crushing on my cushions, dude. You know what I mean? I already had that problem at the beach, you know what I mean? Still waiting on the sheets.
Now we got you the sheets. We got you the sheets.
Here, we got 5,000 sheets. That's the goal. So that's the new plan, because Macon has been showing me like he's ready to like do more.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's all and he's showing me like, yo, you guys need to step it up. Like, I'm ready to go do more. So I feel it as a dad. I'm like, man, I feel like this pressure to have to live up to like this outdoor adventure. I want him to have the most. You know?
Of course. You definitely don't want to stifle things when your kids wanting to. What we got here? Horseshoe?
Probably. Or some mud. Just the same couple. That's different.
Son of a biscuit.
Son of a biscuit.
Fucking horseshoe crabs, man.
Yeah, I feel like I put a pressure on myself, you know, and because I also don't put pressure. Like, man, I had plenty of great memories of my dad, and he didn't like, we didn't do a ton outdoors, but like he always took time to make sure like we could never afford a dirt bike, so I'd always make them on Saturday mornings. I'd say, Dad, let's go to the Honda shop so I could at least go sit on a dirt bike. So that was the best ever,
dude.
I don't know if you remember PF Motorsports, PNF. It was
Honda East.
No,
Is that what you're talking about?
not Honda East.
No,
that's the other one in Denver, all the way down.
No, Honda East was up in Bear.
Oh no,
the one on Route 40.
They were talking about Power East Sports.
Yeah, it used to be called Honda East. Yeah.
I bought 3 bikes from there.
Did you?
Yeah, but that's where I originally got my Grizzly. But no, it used to be called PNF Motorsports, and they used to have all the old classic like mini bikes, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers. Oh, dude, like the smell in that place.
Oh, I love,
like,
dude.
It was so nostalgic.
The fresh grease smell that is like
Just
that's
like
on the chains and shit.
There was so many of them. You know, there was nothing trending. You could get, you know, the guy could get as much as you wanted. And as a kid, we never went there to go buy anything, but I went there to go sit on all of it. Because,
yeah,
just that little thing. So I think about that with my, you know, making like, at least we get like, just to get the attempt. The attempt at that small is great, you know?
Yeah, dude, you talked about, like, you know, when you were a kid, didn't have a whole bunch of money to do things, but the stuff you did do, you wanted to do more though, right?
Yeah.
So if you could go back, you would be like, well, I like doing that, I just want to do more of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I love about the outdoors. If you don't get crazy on it, it's pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, that for sure. It doesn't have to be a big,
I got
expensive
crazy with
adventure.
duck hunting, trying now, spending money. I was like, this is stupid.
Dude, that's an expensive hobby, man.
I'm gonna end up shooting a $500 duck if you do the math. You know what I mean? Like,
oh well, you get you get meat out of it. It's free. Like, yeah, well, when you break it all down,
when you start buying all this
how much per
shit,
pound?
Yeah.
I mean, this boat was $17,000. You know,
these crabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you start doing all that stuff. Now you pay for the experience, man.
So this will be easy for the kids right here. This I like this crab pot.
Dude, Jerry loves this stuff.
This is
Jerry loves this.
I think we were upside down, maybe.
Yeah, it looks a little goofy. Yeah, Jerry loves picking the traps up.
I definitely can't wait to get making out here. So we'll test like the sound, you know, get the recon on. They could definitely do this. Like,
no, for sure, man. We got the life vests for them.
Even if you caught the one crab, the kids would be like, "This is," you know. I don't know about Jerry. He might have different expectations.
Yeah, he's got different expectations for sure. Yeah.
Making him be like, that was the best.
Yeah.
He's never seen this.
I mean, just the boat ride. You know what I mean?
The boat
boat ride's fun.
He's about that life,
Nice
man.
day.
He knows his dirt bike. He's like, he wakes up just like, we're gonna go on that dirt bike.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on. Well,
you might need to get some new spots on that fish finder, dude. You know,
maybe. Maybe.
We're not far off for them, but let me ask you this: like, are we down a good depth, or are we too?
Usually we're all right here, man.
You know, it'd be a cool view if you could see like the crabs. If like somehow you could just see how many there are. Like,
Dude. Yeah. Is that one of our buoys up there, or is that something else?
Looks yellow. Let's go find
Let's
out.
go explore.
Let's go back around that boat, Rob. We got a minute.
Man, I swear that boat's moved.
That might be black and yellow.
Is that black and yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go look at the boat.
So there's the boat. Pretty wild.
It's got a garment on top of there.
I don't know. Man, definitely some serious shit there. Get turned around here.
This looks like just some really nice boat.
Well, you know, people forget to put plugs in. Maybe just got washed up. I don't know. Sucks to suck, I guess. We're in 11 feet of water right now. It like shoals up right there, maybe. Yeah, she shows up pretty good right there. Oh well.
Honestly, got a boat that can sink the gunnels everything.
Alright, just checked out the boat wreck. Had to switch out the batteries in the GoPro. We're gonna let these crab pots soak for a minute. Just see if maybe that is what the trick is. You know, maybe the current's not running hard enough. I don't know. All I know is it's Friday. Weather's beautiful. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. We're on the boat.
I got my project manager out there killing it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Taking care of business.
It could be a lot work. It could definitely be a lot worse.
You know what's pretty cool is I work in houses a lot for my work. You know, we're both self-employed. You're working with the houses, you're in the houses, and we're in someone else's workplace right now. So,
No, for sure.
you know, it's pretty cool to think that, you know, it's not a big body of water.
No.
And this is providing, you know, what do you have, like 200 licenses out here, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
A lot. So it's pretty cool to see, like, this is everyone's work out here that you got to bob and weave through and just be curious of other people, like, trying to do their thing.
And we're out here just playing.
And we're out here just playing. So we're
Fuck it.
just you know, get what do they say? Get in where you fit in, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's just where I fit in.
Bob and
that's for
weave
sure.
through the pothole, the
Crab pots.
and-
There's a couple guys out here
How long do you think they let them soak?
overnight.
They do it
Maybe
overnight.
like one, you know,
Yeah.
like they'll drop
What
them
do they
today,
say?
pull
After
them
2
tomorrow.
days, especially after 3, they'll start eating each other.
Every you have to pull them every 24 hours, I believe. But
start-
yeah, you drop them today, and then tomorrow come do it around the same
Yeah.
tide. Tide only changes an hour every day. So high tide today is like 9 o'clock. Tomorrow's gonna be 10 o'clock.
This is like easy flat day out here.
Oh, this is beautiful. It doesn't get much better than this.
No, this is
Really?
I don't know the last time I really been out on something this flat. Every time I come out here, it's during earlier seasons
Yeah.
and striper fishing.
You get wind against tide, and it could be.
Trying to get that like 55-degree water out here and do stripers.
I go farther north for stripers in the springtime.
Do you really?
Yeah, Port Penn, up
So
Augustine
you go-
Beach, Greens Beach.
Where you drive up there, or you leave out of here?
No, I drive up there.
Okay.
The furthest south I would go would be Cedar Swamp, which is literally right north of there. It's a 10-minute boat ride. But you got to get out there into the big water to get up there, and if it turns, the switch of the tide is really when the nautical shit starts to happen. So if you get out there and something goes sideways, and I got to run all the way through that mess in this little boat, this little flat bottom boat, it's not a good time.
Yeah.
Then I end up like that guy fucking sunk. You know, I don't want that.
I would like to know, like, is that, like, you know, I've never forgot to take put the plug in, except for one time on a sailboat down in Rehoboth Bay. We did. Luckily, we only sunk that thing slightly, and we were in a shallow part of the bay, and that's when we were practicing for the Rehoboth Yacht Club race. But luckily a jet ski came by and pulled us up, and we were able to get back, drain it out, and then and then go back out.
Got bilge pumps in there, right?
It was a Hobie Cat.
Oh, okay.
So it's just your 2 pontoons.
Yeah.
You're pretty much your trampoline there, and
I've forgotten in this one time. I think everybody does at some point, right, in their boat. And we were actually on the inside in the flats, me, Mike, and Pam, and we're just cruising around. And every time I went to go get up on plane, it wouldn't. The ASN's sinking down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? Why is it not doing this? After Christ, it had to be 20 minutes, and then finally, like, the floor drains, water was coming up through the floor drains in the bottom, and Pam's like, "There's water in here," and I was like, "Fuck!" So hurried up, reached down there because the plug's on the inside. Yeah. So, and dude, the whole back end of the boat was full of water, like almost to the top. And so I reached down there, plugged it up, and just anchored, turned the bilge pump on, and just let it rock, and that thing's just squirting water out. And this way it shoots out like a rooster tail.
Does it really?
Yeah, and it's like we sat there for like 20 minutes waiting for this fish to empty.
I did that same thing in Lake George, and luckily, like you said, my plug was from the inside. It had popped out, and I didn't know it. And I'm like trying to plane. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I look back there, I'm like, oh fuck, this bitch is filling up. And this is you're talking about Lake George is 200 feet deep. Like, this boat ain't never coming back.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
And I didn't have a bilge pump in there, so I had to go back with buckets. I almost did. I'll tell you what. I almost did. I almost killed us, Drew and I. First of all, have you been in Lake George?
No.
It's a cool body of water. It is Caribbean water meets a lake. Yeah. So when we were getting ready to go there, everybody's like, "Yeah, man, the water's real clear." I'm like, "Cool." So you're gonna see the rocks and stuff. I get it, like a lake, like a nice clear lake. What they didn't say is it's that's me.
Oh man.
They didn't say that it was very, very clear. So when I jumped off the dock, like, I got hit like right in the face with awesomeness. I jumped off the dock and I'm like, that's 60 feet down. I could see all the stilts for the
pilings.
The pilings for the dock. I'm like, this is the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
Also, no salt, so like you just sink. It's a hard swim, so there's no floating around.
Yeah.
But we go out. So Lake George is very, very, very cool, very nice. It's very big. We go downtown. It was a boys' bachelor. Did so. I lost the group. I was wandering around downtown Lake George, annihilated, dude. And I'm straight Dewey right now. Like, I know people are looking at me like, look at this fucking guy. Like, I'm straight Dewey. I'm straight Dewey in a beach town moment, dude. So I kind of like go and run off and hide, get in a pizza shop, just kind of hang out. And then luckily I see some guys pull up who are going back to the bar. I was like, oh, thank God. So I got a ride. We go back to get back to the house. I'm annihilated, and then I was like, all right, let me even out. I pack a bowl, hit the bowl a couple times. I'm like, I'm feeling juiced up. Now there's a bunch of cliffs to jump off of. Like, let's go jump off some cliffs, man. I'm feeling good. So I get Drew in the boat, right? And we take out Brett had brought up just a little aluminum boat, like a 16-footer V-bottom, and it had, I think, like a 40 on the back of it, maybe a 25, like 2-stroke or something. So I remember I was like, let's go to that really big one. Drew was like, that's like really far away, man. I was like, nah, it's right down there. So we get on there, we're heading down. I'm like, all right, it's kind of far. After like 30 minutes, she's like, and then I see someone jump off one. I was like, oh, let's go to those guys. So get up there, and we have to actually climb a rock wall. We get up to the top. There's some guy who's way higher than I am, because he's up there cutting a fire log with a Bud Light can that he stepped on to make a knife.
Jesus.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing, dude? They look like some some kids that like probably took some pills or something. Like they're really like
They're
he's
out
like,
there.
Man, I'm just trying to save the wood, man. 'Cause it's gonna rain tonight. I'm like, let's fucking take it. You know what, man? Like I'm like, this guy's way
Trying to save the wood. It's
I'm
gonna
like,
rain
yeah,
tonight.
man, you gotta do that. Let's do
Don't
it.
do drugs. Don't do drugs,
So
kids.
we jump off the cliff a few times, and we get back on the boat. Now at that time the water's changed and the wind has picked up. So I'm feeling overly confident. So I'm adjacent to the waves, like, you know what I mean, and I'm fucking cooking it, gang, right? And fuck, man. So it one catches, come down and hard right, dude, hard right, and Drew, I still remember Drew sitting there like this, like, you know, because I was trying to get it on plane, so like we just skipping across
top,
it. So there's a small margin of error, but also very comfy. You know? So and I'm a man of danger. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to play the game. So gang, just see him like this. Let's right off this thing.
Did he go off overboard?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Instantly.
fuck.
I'm talking like caught the wave. He's sitting here. Instant right. So he goes off, right? The motor's obviously swinging his way, so I hurry up because I had at this time fallen off enough that I grabbed the tiller, hook it back the other way. I end up going off.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
On like it had like the little hooks for, I think, paddles. I'm upside down. My board shorts are stuck. I'm hung up on that upside down. I'm upside down, like my feet are up here, dude, and my board shorts are stuck on the link for the paddles, dude. I'm like, I'm trying to get the fuck up. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's
and we get back on the boat, and I'm like, fuck, dude, we're so lucky. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, all right, let's cruise it in, right?
Yeah.
And now we're sitting there, gang, because this is a big lake. We're not that close. We're like an hour away.
Yeah.
It's getting ready to start storming, and I'm like, my ass is burning. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, sunburned? I'm like, my ass is on fire. I'm like, really, my asshole. I look back, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, dude, it's been dumped. It's been dumping.
Yeah.
It has been dumping for a while.
Yeah.
Right? So there's 2 on there. That one's done. It's completely empty. Fuck. Right? I'm like, Drew, we gotta fill this next one up. So I'm sitting there in the back, all fucked up, like pouring half gasoline in there and half in the back, just like, because it's, you know, it's rocky. Pouring it all over the place. Gotta sit back down with a burning ass and just sitting there with gasoline.
Dude, that'll give you some serious chemical burns, man.
Bro, we're talking. It was his feet are burnt. It's sloshing all because after we crashed. I mean, there's so much water. There's so much water in the boat. It's all mixed with gasoline. It's everywhere. Make it to the dock. And Brett, like, timely comes down. He's like, "What happened to you guys?" He's like, "What the hell happened to the boat?" I'm like, "Almost killed us, man." He's like, "Is that gasoline?" I'm like, "There's a lot of gasoline in here, bro." I'm like, "There's probably at least 4 gallons of gasoline floating in this thing."
Jesus Christ. Fuck,
you know?
man.
Dude, it was crazy, man.
That's a good time.
It was a good time.
That's
that was a good
time,
memory.
Man.
It was good. That was
the
good
memories, yeah, man. I've had some sketchy ones. We hit a wave like that, like some weird rogue wave in Mike's boat. He had like a 23 foot walk around. This was, fuck, man, it's had to have been 15 years ago now, maybe more than that. We leave out of Lewis, go out to the icebreakers to togfish.
Okay.
And as soon as we broke through the inlet, we knew, it's pretty rough, but let's push it anyway. And it's, I don't know, what is it, like a mile or so out of the inlet. And we get to the icebreakers, the big piles of rocks there, and the waves were breaking over top of them. So we're like, we can't fucking anchor here. We gotta go. And so we turned, we started heading back. We're just taking it easy. Mike was at the helm, Mark was in the middle, I was on the end, just kind of hold on to the windshield, just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Just plowing up and down through
properly
these
ride these waves.
And dude, we hit this one that just came sideways. It threw the whole boat up in the air. And I remember my memory is I'm holding here and I could see the horizon. And then it was just sky. I could just see just the sky. And like everybody falls to the back corner, whatever. And you know when you hit a certain moment, you're in your head, you've accepted your fate. You're like, we're tipping over, we're getting wet, right? This is it.
Because when you're in the air in a boat, I've been in the air in a boat, it doesn't stay flat. Wherever the weight's at, it starts to lean.
Dude, it went up and turned to the side. And I just remember thinking, all right, we're going in. I got to start figuring out how to survive. And that fucking thing just came straight down. Wow! and we're all like laying back in the cockpit of the boat. Everything in there was slid to the back corner, and we're just sitting there floating. And we just someone says, "Dude, we almost fucking died." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, man!" Just got back up there and eased her back in. But just some weird way.
It can happen. That's why you see that boat where you're like, man, this shit happens.
It does happen.
Mother Nature has no mercy.
Dude, what's crazy is there's not more of it, because you've motored around the beach, Massey's Ditch, and the sandbars.
People are crazy too.
Dude, the people that come out of Massey's and they're heading north, mainly north, I feel like, into the Rehoboth Bay, as soon as they break that last buoy, there's no regard for anybody else. It's just fucking turbulent, and they're just left, right, crossing in front of you. They don't give a shit. We were heading into Massey's Ditch one time, me, Pam, and the kids. This was like 2 years ago. Actually, it was the COVID summer. And we rode from Lewis to Paradise Grill.
Yeah.
And so we went all the way south across the Rehoboth Bay. We're starting to get close to the first buoy to start navigating through Massey's. Yeah. And dude, fucking boats were everywhere. And there's just assholes crossing, going, flying.
No.
And Charlotte has her hand on the bimini top, the frame. And she looks at me. I could just see her eyes get real big, like she had like legit concern in her face. I'm like, "It's all right, babe. We're gonna be okay." And you just gotta like take it easy. And it's just fucking rocking. There's no current. You know what I mean? It's like but the fear in her eyes at 1 second, she just like looked at me like, "Dad, what's going on?" And but people don't give a fuck, man.
They don't.
So I can't believe more of the shit like that right there. It does. You don't see more of it. You know what I mean?
We see the same thing in the Rehoboth Bay, man. I had a lot of compliments several times from people like, "Man, you drove the boat really good." I'm like, "Dude, I go slow. Like, I have other people's children on here.
Go slow. Follow the rules."
I go slower than even because the guys, they just come through the channel. They got a big boat moving a lot of water, and like, and they just don't give a fuck.
And they're overloaded. They're overloaded.
I'm like, I'm in a pontoon. I'm like, they're not gonna take those that well.
No,
so like,
no, you're getting wet.
Yeah.
And these guys with these big, deep hull boats that are overloaded, plowing so much water, so that even when they're going slow, they're fucking plowing water through there.
Going every direction, dude. Like, people are like, "Oh man," you got people that go right by you, plowing a lot of water, and then someone else is coming the other way. So it's like, I try to angle the boat the best one that best handles every direction of waves. I'm like,
it's
just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, but
it's crazy that people really don't care. They really don't give a fuck.
Especially there where it's all choked down. It's crazy. Now you get outside of that, it's all right. You know what I mean? Because you can go wherever.
Jet skiers, they don't give.
Yeah.
The people going jet skis are like, "So how can I just be an asshole?"
I hate a fucking jet skier, man. God almighty. And when they booger up the boat ramp, you're trying to get your boat in or out, and there's a fucking jet skier there holding up all everything. You know what I mean? Don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's go see if we can pull these crabs up.
Let's go see if we can get some crabs.
We started for a little bit. Maybe there's some more crabs coming on here. All right. Let's see. Where the fuck's the first one at?
Right here.
Oh. Perfect.
I got the eyes now spooling on the waters, dude.
Perfect.
We still filming? Good. So I would like to say this place would be even cooler. The unfortunate part of the Delaware water is we don't have a lot more that you can eat. Like going down south, like at least having more like even just crawfish or better like whitefish to get. There's not.
Yeah.
You get a striper run, you get the crabs. What else you really doing?
I mean, perch are good. But like, I ain't eating catfish here. You know what I mean?
I will eat
maybe like one
a
year.
The blue cats out of here when people used to catch them, give them to me. I mean, they're delicious, but yeah, it's like you just got a lot of.
Which side you going?
This is it's not like I always think about when we want to get out of Florida. I'm like, there's so much fishery.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna go down south and work north with the current, so it's a little bit better.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do. So we'll just ease on down there. Got the commercial guy coming in. I think that's a commercial guy. I saw them run. They were running a trot line.
Not every commercial guy has a commercial style boat.
No, you're 100% on that.
And you don't. Not that you really need it. I mean, really, they take the worst boats. Just have a good engine on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna. This isn't like this kind of water is not very polite to a boat. The kind of work that you're doing.
No, and the work you're doing, fucking beating the piss out of it.
I was supposed to work on a crab boat one summer, Mike and I was so sad when the guy, I don't know what happened, but man, like he dumped us right before summer started. I was so excited. I was like, I want to work on a boat. And back then, I was gonna make like $100-some a day cash.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the best.
Brett, you know Brett, right? Brett Gasson.
Obviously.
he does. I don't know if he does anymore, but even like as early as like a summer or two ago,
He goes out with what's his name?
yeah, he just goes and helps for the morning. He's like, yeah, I'm done by 11 a.m., 10 a.m. I make $150. You know, fuck it, I get to spend day on the water, crabbing, having fun.
They don't know that like you do it for free.
Yeah, I mean,
Now you got beer money for the day. You take your wife out for a date.
Dude, 100%, man.
It is cool to think these guys come out here in the water every day, make some money. Kind of makes me think like I'm about to switch it all up. You know what I mean? This is a closed market too, so you can't get, from what I understand, you can't get a license unless it's passed to you.
I think Delaware you can buy them.
No,
Maryland you
I
can.
think this is closed.
Yeah.
I think they only have so many to not have so much competition.
Yeah.
What I remember reading on the Denver page was this is a closed market, so you gotta get it passed down. You gotta buy it from
Buy it from somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, I do know Maryland's like that.
Because if not, then you'd have to. We don't have a lot of water to be running this stuff.
And nobody wants to do it, man. Nobody wants to do this shit anymore.
You know what's crazy with like YouTube and being able to get directly to customers? Like your kids, like our kids can come out as teenagers and start up and like probably kill it.
Dude, just
Because even though we're not doing bad, that money to them is still good. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, dude, I've had days you come out here and just absolutely annihilate them. You can catch as many as you want, you know. All right, come on, let's go.
I think that's probably a good.
What the fuck?
Maybe that's a goal of ours is get the kids like have them flip a few things, do a lot of work for us, and then buy them a shitty boat, and they can kind of learn how to do some crabbing.
I mean,
To have a summer gig, like we can create summer gigs for our kids. You don't have to cut lawns. You can also crab. That's kind of a crazy thing here.
ultimately, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Dude, I mean, we go crabbing a lot in the summertime. We're always catching plenty, and I got people that ask me like, hey, we can buy some crabs off you. Well, I can't really sell you crabs. Got a little under the boat action here.
Gotcha. Maybe it's just,
You know what? Maybe it's the bait.
I was gonna say, dude. Maybe
It might be that year-old bunker that's been in the freezer since last year. Maybe that's what it is. But it don't matter. You know, today was a recon mission.
It's a recon.
Because even so, people say, "Oh, a crab's nasty. They'll eat anything. They're a scavenger of the sea." But a crab's picky about their bait.
Yes, they are.
You
Just like
can't
striper,
use.
man. You got like I switch out striper fish.
Oh,
dude, that's
you cannot.
if that ain't fresh blood and they're
No.
going out, you see it.
Yeah, you cannot do this.
That's why like this ain't looking real red, so I got to think. But that's why I think that if you have this, if you have older bait, you gotta let it. It's going to sit longer.
Maybe.
You know.
We let it sit for a while. We're talking for a good bit.
Yeah, I think this guy right here is going to give it back to his home here in a bit. You know. Now look at these. What do you think now, as a realtor? What do you think about it out here?
I mean, it's
Talk
got
about
it.
the real estate in Woodland Beach.
Dude, it's got it's really good ones and it's really shitty ones. Like obviously those right there,
Yeah.
really nice. You know, there's been some recent flips over the last couple years
Yes.
that have done really well, you know.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
later, man.
A nice shot of Tom's butt, eating his shorts. With the laughing gulls out here.
Dude, I love the sound of them. It's one of my favorite sounds. Them and geese, man. It's just like, you know. Oh, we going to shut the shake you, boy? Yeah, it's one of my favorite sounds. Like, where you sit, like, one of my memories of the seagulls is when you're sitting on the beach, man, you just listen to them going.
100%.
You know, you just, like, take, like, a piece of, go hard in the water. And then you'd, go get like some Brother's pizza or fries, and then you just like take that nice nap, man. You just hear the seagulls in the background.
Dude, the post beach day nap is
Just
one
on-
of the
I'm talking about
best.
on the beach, just to,
Yeah, but yeah. So an outdoor nap in general, that's one of the best. You know what I mean?
Take a little quick bath here.
How's that water feel?
Yeah, I'm ready to jump.
Does it feel like it's 70 degrees?
No, it's good. It's really nice.
Nice and refreshing. Zero.
I'm gonna try to get my feet in here, get a little fumes, and see if we get some crabs out.
Dude, maybe with the 2 crabs we catch, maybe we keep them and you just make a crab cake out of it.
I can't wait to see Macon out here. He's gonna love this.
He's gonna want to jump in.
Oh yeah, he's definitely want to jump in. He's just like, man, it's just cool to think that I'm at that stage as a dad, man. I get to do this stuff. I feel like the lucky one, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. You wait for those days as a dad, because as soon as your kid's born, hell, as soon as you find out you're having a kid, you know what I mean, you're already looking forward to those days.
Yeah.
You don't want to like rush through the other stages, but deep down inside you're like, I can't wait until I'm taking him fishing and crabbing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
As someone told me, man, it's like, you know, with the hunt and all that, and it was like the best years are ahead of you right now.
Yeah.
Like you get to go through like the best years are ahead of you right now.
Yeah, and I've seen it with my buddies that have had kids, you know, that are older, and you know, we'll go goose hunting, and he don't even pick his gun up. He, you know, the joy he gets is watching his son shoot. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be the same way, man. It's just like, who cares? I mean, I can live vicariously right through him.
And I tell you what, it's definitely already happening. Last summer, Jerry and I actually came out here fishing right up in the gut that pokes out in here, just north of the sunk boat. And I just anchored. There's a hole there. When you come around the corner, there's a hole. Yeah. And right on the edge of that, them fish should just pile up right there. Yeah. And we anchored up just north of it. And dude, it was just one after another. Him catching perch and croaker. And
croakers are cool, man.
Dude, it was the best. It was the best. And I couldn't keep his hook baited up fast enough.
Yeah, I gotta create some moments for that. I can't wait to get also my daughter out here and make her a little redneck.
Oh yeah.
I really look forward to that.
It don't even look like shit's eating the bait.
Got this shit ass bait out here.
Yep. All right, so always learning. Another technical difficulty. We actually didn't expect to be out here this long, but time on a boat goes by pretty quick. So we're picking up. We had our SD card full. Not the first time that's happened. You think we'd learn? You think we'd learn to always have an extra one on? But anyway,
It's fucking beautiful out here.
it is nice. So we're picking up. Only caught them 2 crabs. That's all right. I think the bait was shit. We really didn't care about catching today anyway. We just cared about coming out here.
We could use some feedback on what people would like to see, more as angles and then how the sounds are and everything. That's what we need, some good feedback too.
Yeah. Talk to us. Tell us about that.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna pick up the rest of these traps here and hammer down and try not to be carried away by the gnats. So of course we're picking up now. As we're picking up these get a hold of this fucking big Jimmy. That's a nice crab. Look at that big ass claw. But it don't matter. We're just gonna throw them back anyway. You know, turn it upside down, just shake it. Or are you trying to get a hold of them?
I was trying to get out. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the way she goes, though. Put your finger in there. See what happens.
Oh, I'm pretty aware of that. Boy, he's tight now. He's tight, pretty strong. That's a nice one.
That's a nice crab.
That's about as good as you get, really.
You want to get a little measurement on him? Real quick, we got the, let me see here. Here we go.
I'll trick you real quick.
Here you go. Try this. Put the Peter meter on. 7 inches.
Oh, yeah.
7 inches on the nose.
Yeah.
That's a nice crab.
Good crab. You can feel when I was driving there. Yeah,
See you.
You got me right on there.
Could be bigger next month. All right, here we go. About to dock this thing. Great day on the water, right? Tom ain't got his sea legs yet. So we'll see. I think we're gonna do more of this stuff. I think a podcast / adventure show might be the ticket. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But anyway,
It feels nice.
there's the ramp.
It's very organic out here, you know?
Love it.
How do you tell if a crab's organic? I don't know.
Question of the week.
Is it vegan? It's very like, you know. Yeah, we're just going on a boat to table today.
I like it. All right, we're gonna dock this thing. See y'all next week.